Thank you, Dean Antman. Will our three student speakers please join us on the platform? Thank you. I now have the pleasure to introduce the first of the three student speakers who were chosen by their peers to address you today. Will Joshua Kidwell please come to the podium? No. Joshua was born and raised in Ormond Beach, Florida, graduated from Florida State University in 2021. With a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary medical sciences. He then spent 2 years doing Alzheimer's research at Progressive Medical Research before starting the Master's in Medical Science program here in 2023. Josh has been an active member of the MAMS community through his involvement as a peer mentor, a tutor, and a teaching assistant for the Human Physiology course. Go Physio. After graduation, Josh will continue doing research in Dr. Andronese's lab at the Martino Center for Biomedical Imaging at Massachusetts General Hospital over the summer before matriculating to Creighton University School of Medicine this fall. With that, welcome Joshua.
Good morning, everyone. This will be fun. Welcome faculty, friends, family in the various classes of 2025. First, I'd like to start by saying thank you to Dr. McKnight for the kind introduction. And I'd also like to say thanks to all my fellow MAMS graduates for electing me to represent us at this culmination of our journey together. And while I'm honored to be the one up here today, I'd like to assure the friends and family who came here to share in the celebrating of our accomplishments that any one of us could have been up here today and proudly told you guys so much about the things we've done, who we are, who we've been, and who we're bound to become. It just happens to be me today. I may be the one at the mic, but it's the voices, the strength, and the stories of everyone here in front of us that we celebrate. Every person in this class has a version of the story worth hearing, a journey marked by challenge, grit, humor, growth, and heart. And because of that, I'd like to take a moment to tell you guys a little bit about us. Some of us came here straight out of undergrad, still shaking off our senior year, clutching our diplomas, and hoping we were ready to take it to the next level. Others came here from gap years and career changers. We were paramedics, teachers, flight attendants, parents, and researchers. We came from right here in Boston, from California, from Florida, from China, from Canada, and everywhere in between. Some of us genuinely thought we were going to be an in-person lecture person until we discovered that we could play recordings on ×2 speed. One of us came here wondering if they really had what it took to keep going. And now they do brain surgery on pigs for Harvard. Some of us studied in the same library seat every day, headphones in, iced coffee nearby, while others were napping on any available couch in the library. One of us never imagined they'd apply to med school at all, but wasn't ready to give up just yet, and this year they got to choose between multiple acceptances. One of us made flashcards by hand for every lecture, carried 5 or 6 cases of them from the library to their class, and lost a significant portion of their apartment to that hoard. One of us didn't make it an hour into our orientation before the imposter syndrome they felt caused them to throw up in the 4th floor bathroom, and now they're speaking to you today. In the end, we all showed up with one thing in common. We wanted more for ourselves, for our futures, for the people we hope to one day help. And through all the chaos, imposter syndrome, caffeine, and blackboard announcements that we saw just a little too late, we kept going. And here we are. BU has provided us with so many opportunities to shape our own path, but what comes next will hinge on you, my class of 2025. An opportunity will only ever be as good as you make it, and as I look out at you all now, I know we've made the most of them so far. I'd argue that the best things MAMS gave us wasn't a deeper understanding of science, a shiny new GPA, or the opportunity to prove ourselves academically, but instead the confidence to believe in our own ability to truly put ourselves out there, to go for broke and make it happen. It taught us how to adapt, how to be wrong, how to revise, and how to come back stronger. how to hold ourselves accountable, not to a syllabus, but to ourselves and what we see as our purpose. And in the end, as Dr. Offner said, we didn't just memorize, we know it. And we earned that knowledge, but we didn't earn it alone. To our professors, our peer mentors, and teaching assistants, thank you for your guidance, the office hours, the patience, and the trust that we could rise to the challenge even when we weren't sure ourselves. To our advisors, thank you for the emails, edits, recommendations, reminders, and reality checks, and the direction. Thank you for seeing potential in us even when we were still figuring that out for ourselves. I'd personally like to give a thank you to Karen Carter for helping me in so many ways and helping me find my path. From admissions advice to book recommendations, everything you've done for me and for so many other students, I needed it and we needed it. And I will never stop being thankful for it. To our families, friends, thank you for cheering us on, for letting us vent, for pretending to understand course materials when we explained it over FaceTime, and for believing in us on days where we might have forgot how to believe in ourselves. To each other, thank you for being the best part of this program. Whether it was sending that one Anki deck when time was short and stress was high, or just sending a "you got this" text before anything that had to do with COT, you remind me and you remind us that we weren't doing this alone. So as we take our next steps, what does the future hold for each of us? Some of us are headed to medical school this fall, some are doing research, some are taking gap years, and some are stepping into roles we hadn't considered when we started this program. But right now, I think we're all just happy to still be catching our breath. And sure, what's ahead will look different for all of us, but we leave here with something in common. We've grown as people who know how to show up, especially when it's hard, who can take a leap when the outcome's uncertain and when it's scary, who trust ourselves and believe in our ability to make it happen, not because we're special, but we believe everything is possible for us if we do the work and keep going till we find our way. Not because we were built for this, because we always were, and we're not done yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. Next, I invite Cynthia